Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 3DS VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Kirby's Dream Land, which if you've never played it before, it's a platformer, it's a Kirby game, and well, it plays pretty much like any Kirby game. The pretty much biggest disappointment with this game is that you can beat it in half an hour easy. Once you beat the game, you do get the extra mode, which just makes it a bit harder, but overall, the game's half an hour long, hour maximum if you beat it a second time. And you can stretch it out a little bit if you explore, looking around for all the little secrets and that. But it is just a Kirby game where you can suck up enemies and kill them and spit them out and kill them. However, you can't actually take the powers on this one. It's, if memory serves, this is actually the first Kirby game, and that's why the powers came along, I believe, in Adventure on the NES, which is an excellent title, and I so hope it's one of the 3DS Ambassador games, because it's still probably my favourite Kirby ever. But it's just, well, as I say, quite disappointing, and quite overpriced as well, considering you can, as I say, beat it in half an hour. You can't take any powers. That's not the fault of the VC. Obviously it was designed that way, but I think charging more than a regular Game Boy game just because it's a Nintendo title, when you can get regular Game Boy games that last a lot longer than this, and things like Avenging Spirit where you can even take powers, is a little bit cheeky. But it is standard Kirby format, other than the powers, where you go left or right in the levels, you look for the nooks and crannies, as I say, you go through the exits, you come across a boss, you beat the boss, and then go on to the next level, where the final level is then a boss rush mode, where you beat all of the previous 4 bosses, and then King Dedede. So there's not really even 5 real levels, because the last level's just a rehash of the first 4 bosses, and then a new boss. Kinda makes you feel like they should have just done the new boss, but it does add maybe 3 or 4 minutes worth of gameplay into it, I suppose, and in a game as short as this, maybe that's why they've done it. Graphically, the game looks really good. There's a lot of animations on it and a lot of just cool looking enemies and bad guys. A lot of the stuff looks like it still does in Kirby games today. It's only really the Maxim tomatoes and that look totally different. But other than that, there's nothing really left I can say about the game. Sound-wise, it's really good, and if you love Kirby games, it's still probably worth the asking price, but if you only like them, then for what is going to turn out to be 30 minutes of gameplay, you're probably wasting your money when you can just try and see if one of your friends has it and lend his 3DS, because that's pretty much what me and my brother done. He was about to buy it until he had actually heard me beating it, and said, "You've only just got that half an hour, how can you have beat it?" Trust me, it's 5 levels. So I passed him my 3DS, he beat it there and then, and decided not to waste $370 on it, bought something else instead. I think it was Mario Land actually, or Link's Awakening or something. Either way, it's a decent Kirby game if you're a huge Kirby fan. If not, it's a bit overpriced, that's all I can really say. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid, or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe, because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.